Side hustle can be one of the greatest opportunity you can jump on to create the financial future you desire. For a 9 to 5 worker, it is best to experience growth pain with a stable paycheck than to resign immediately from your job with a side hustle. Hi guys, welcome to the Voice of Comfort. In today's video, we are going to be discussing how to create streams of income to make extra money, especially in this hard economy. Let's get right in. Let's talk about side hustle. Side hustle can also be called side jobs or side gigs. This is an additional job that a person takes with their primary job to supplement their income. The goal of a side hustle is to ensure that it has the ability to generate the required cash flow for your daily ongoing operational costs and debt refundment. That is maybe your transport fare, your feeding, your basic needs, and all of those things, so that your salary can be used for major things, right? You can save, you can invest, and all of those. Stick with me to the end of this video because I'm going to be sharing the best side hustle you can do while keeping your 9 to 5. Let's move to the first thing you need to do. First thing you need to do is to start with the why. In everything you do in life, you need to always ask yourself this question: why am I doing this? What is the purpose and passion that is propelling me, that is motivating me to start a side business, to start a side hustle, right? So you need to know your why. And then the next question you need to ask yourself is the how. What skill do I have to offer that would bring me this extra money? How do I plan to do this, right? Like the timing and all of that, the process that you're going to take to do this job. You need to ask yourself this very vital question before setting out. Also ask yourself, is there a proof that others make money in this space, that is this new skill or this industry you want to venture into? What is the proof that others have made impact or made money out of what you want to venture into? Is it a legitimate business that you can also venture into, right? Ask yourself that. Now the next question to ask yourself is the what product or service can I offer? Does it meet the market value? Does the market want it? Is it what the people are requesting, demanding for? Right? Ask yourself this question. And also ask, can I turn this skill, this value that I have, can I turn it into a product or a service that people would buy? So, having done this, I believe what you want to do next is to find out business ideas or passion that you can go for, and also look for as many streams of income as you can venture into. And lastly, ensure that while you're at it, you are still keeping your 9 to 5 work job security, because that is key. So, for a 9 to 5 who wants to venture into side hustle, yet is willing and ready to do the job and go through the process, you must be ready to do the following. First, prepare to take risks. Secondly, test market demand. Thirdly, experiment with new ideas. You can be a freelance writer today and see if you're very good at it, and try another stream of income, right? That is what I mean by experimenting with new ideas. Another thing you have to do is find the intersection between the job you do full time and your side business, something that would not entirely sap you of your energy, that you could easily do and transition later. And that brings me to the last point, which is to plan financial transition. Except if you really want to continue with your full-time job forever and maybe till you resign, that's fine. But if you're someone like me who would like to work remotely from home or hybrid, I think it's best for you to plan ahead for your financial transition, so that by the time you'll be moving out eventually from your job, now you would have had a reservoir that is waiting for you, right? So you won't go and start afresh in debt. Also, you have to find something that is easy to start, something that can generate you quick and passive income, and as well a business with low capital, right? You need to find something that will not cost you much because you're trying to be stable financially. So, here are the cons to these things. First, you have to know that you're going to trade your rest time with planning, with the process, and all of that. So prepare your mind for that. Secondly, if you really desire to scale your side business, you need to hire people to help you, and that is going to cost you some extra money. But you don't have to start with that. You can start when you start gaining some money. All right. Lastly, if you're someone that is new to the skill that you want to venture into or the trade you want to venture into, learning it can take time and can take, energy, but you have to encourage yourself and keep doing it and be consistent. You have to force yourself to be consistent and market your business shamelessly. Finally, harvest does not come immediately as you sow. Your side business may not scale as soon as you start, but you have to keep pushing. You have to enjoy the process, keep doing it, and someday the universe will reward you. So be ready for it. Now, let's talk about transitioning. First, you need to ask yourself these three questions. Do you plan to make this side business a full time job eventually? Secondly, how much do you need to save now while you are still working full time? And lastly, how much do you need to invest? And this would not affect your financial stability while you're at work. You may be wondering why I'm all smiles in this video. That's because it's my joy to share my experiences. I love to document my life as I go on. I'm learning and I'm sharing with my audience because I love you and I want the best for you as much as I want for myself as well. And I know how hard this economy is, especially for the Nigerians and maybe Lagosians who are working, hiking, transportation fee, and many other things in feeding and all of that. So we are all facing it. We are all getting our fair share of it. So I just wanted to share some of those things that I do, and I know that some people do, and I am sure and I can assure you that this will work if you're ready to put in the work and enjoy the process. Trust me, I kept saying enjoy the process because it is going to be a long process, and for you, you might be very lucky, it might be a short process, right? But trust me, I'm wishing you the best, and that is why I took my time to share this. I scripted it out. I've gone through several editing, learning, and all of that, and I decided to come up here and share this. And I hope and trust that if you implement it, you definitely get results. So let's continue. Now we've gotten to the juicy part of this video, and now I'm going to be sharing with you 10 best side business ideas that you can do while keeping your 9 to 5 job. Even if you are not a 9 to 5 worker, you can as well try one or two of the streams of income, and yeah, you're going to make cool extra money. Number one, which is very common now, vlogging or blogging. You can share your knowledge or your experiences through a YouTube channel or in writing in a blog, and people would go there, listen to you, watch you speak, read your articles, and you get paid for it. So that's what most people are doing, and they are monetizing YouTube. YouTube pays, but it takes enjoying the process. You have to force yourself to be consistent, and you definitely get the results. Oh, I almost forgot to add that YouTube pay you through AdSense. They can also pay you through sponsorship. You can get people to sponsor your video. And lastly, you can get monetized through affiliate marketing. So when you register as an affiliate on Amazon, where you get your gadgets for filming, you can create a link and share with your audience who would like to get same gadgets as you get in your store, and then they can buy from you for a little commission. So you would get commission for any purchase made via your affiliate link. I hope that is clear. Now let's move on to number two. Number two, sell thriftwear. It could be footwear or body wear. So, as a corporate worker, I believe you have people who would like to dress corporately. So, you can have a vendor who would sell to you in wholesale prices, and you get those materials and you resell. You add a little price to it, that would be your profit, and you resell to your colleagues at work. It reduces their stress of going to the market after a long day at work and all of that. You can sell to them either shoes or shirts, packing shirts, and all of that. And that will lead me to the third thing you can do. You can as well go into sewing, you can sew for male wears, you can sew for female wears in case you don't have the time to be going to the market to purchase clothes in bulk and resell. You can sew maybe on weekends or when you have public holidays, or you can get people to sew for you, and then just corporate wears or even native attire, traditional wears, and you know sell it to your co-workers. And even those who are not your worker, you can sell to them as you begin to publicize yourself online. I believe that you get more clients. Now, the third idea I have is the idea just popped in my head, and I was like, this makes sense. We're talking about increase in fuel and fuel scarcity and all of that, in fuel price, rather, increase in fuel price. And I just feel that there are people here who are watching me who have a car, and um you just go alone, you drive yourself to your office. You can become a ride share driver. That is, you are the owner of your car. Then if you have your colleagues or people, it might not be your colleague, it might just be on your way to work. If you have people who are waiting and waving down cabs or car to work or buses to work, you can just stop by and pick them. You can use that money in turn. As I said earlier, it will be used for your daily ongoing operational costs. So instead of using from your salary to buy fuel, you can use that money to fuel your car. You can use it to do whatever you want, you get. So I think that does make sense as well. I don't know what number I have now, but the next number, you can start a handmade craft, like creating a journal on Canva, and then you get hardcover. You go to a printing store or office, you have them to print the hardcover back there for you, and then you customize people's name on it. I think that really makes sense. People buy it, and you can also do jewelries for those who wear jewelries and all of that. So just anything you can weave with your hand or you can make with your hand, all this DIY stuff, right? You can do that as well. The next one, you can become a transcriber or a translator. That is, if you know how to translate to Chinese or to Yoruba language or to Igbo language, I think there are sites where you can get that. People who would like to transcribe their books or whatever, I don't know, to another language, a native language, right? It could even be sign language. So you could get gig on that, and that would make you some extra cash. Another thing you can do, which I also do aside monetizing YouTube, I've not started monetizing, I'm still enjoying the process, right? I know you get that. So another thing I do is freelance writing. I'm a copywriter and a digital marketer. So I I search for jobs online, and just tell me if you want me to make a video about that. Drop that in the comment section, and I'm going to find the time to do that. So I send my CVs to organizations, to brands to get jobs. So there is 9 to 5 and there's 5 to 9. It takes time. You got to enjoy the process. So when you return from a long day at work, you have to take your time and start, you know, looking to meet up with the other brands you work for. That's if the brand would allow you to still work and do other things. Some brand won't allow you to do other job aside theirs, right? So it depends on the brand. You might not get one immediately, but you have to keep trying and trying. And there are platforms where you can check that. I use LinkedIn and Facebook most especially. So I think I'm in number 8 now. Number 8, become a tutor. That is, you can start doing home lesson teaching for secondary school students, high school students, or primary school students, beginners class. So when you return from work, maybe like 6 p.m., if the students are close to your house, you can gather them together and charge them maybe like 8,000 per day. So you can do 3 times in a week, right? Depends on your schedule, and I think that would also make you some extra money. You see, these things are very legit, and I've tried them. I've tried this home lesson thing also. And then the last one is start a podcast. Podcast, you don't have to show your face in case you don't like showing your face. You can make a flyer that would just picture the topic you're talking about, or you can use stock photos to illustrate what you are talking about if that is necessary. But most especially, I see people just using flyer and then you just hear the audio. So it's a very seamless and passive, stream of income. And if you can do it, in fact, you can do all things, you can do it. So you have to learn how to do it, how to start it. You can watch YouTube videos, or search for someone who is into podcasting and learn from them. Pay them to train you, and then you go into that. There's a lot of money out there. And as well, when I mentioned becoming a freelance writer, you can use that. You can author a book. When you publish the book, people get to buy. So the more they buy, even when you're not writing again, you're earning some little income. So you see, you can just pick two or three out of these 10 that are listed, and those are extra money for you. And I'm going to give you three more bonus, and these ones are the real deal. And I'm sharing this because you waited till this time. You waited till the end. So yeah, you know when they say bottom pot, now in this sweet, so I want to give you that bottom pot. Yeah. So the first of it might sound surprising is food delivery. So if you're someone who loves catering, baking, and all of these things, I have someone, Ife's Kitchen. She shared her story on YouTube. I watched that video, and she was a lawyer. Like, she was working 9 to 5, and she really loves cooking. So what she does is she cooks a lot of food and takes it to her workers. They begin to see she first started for free. They were saying they like this food, they like this food. Then she started making snacks for them. She sells it little prices. In fact, to nearby organizations beside her home place of work. Before you know it, she was making a lot of money from there, and that was how she transitioned and made that, I mean, business, that side business, our full-time business now. And then she's also monetizing YouTube alongside maybe some other things. I don't know, she might still be getting some private um law consultation or whatever. But from the story, from the video I watched, that was what I got. So you could do food delivery, food service. There are many 9 to 5 workers who don't have the time to buy their groceries, their foodstuffs by themselves. You can do that for them if you have the time. If you're not a 9 to 5, if you have the time, even as a 9 to 5, it's something you can just offer to do for somebody. You just know that it's going to take you a little bit of your time. You do it for them. You cook. You're someone who loves to cook. You wake up early to cook. You cook for a lot of people. You send it to them through a logistic, and you make some cool cash as well. And then the next one is real estate. Invest in real estate. It is very lucrative and it is passive, right? I'm sure you must have heard about it. Although it might sound expensive, it might look expensive, but there are some that you can pay in installments. You can pay down payments of maybe 300K for a start, or 100K for a start, maybe just for a plot. You can start with a plot, then you start building little by little, or you buy more, or things like that. You need to learn more about all that, about investing and financial literacy. So dip your head into it. If you need to ask people about it, make your research, watch videos, listen to podcasts, just get trained on it, and you definitely make me a lot of money. As I'm saying this to you, I'm also saying most of it to myself, even though I've had at least 2 to 3 other things I'm doing. But I know that you really need to add more to it, because bills is joking. I had to use that voice because it is what it is. But God is helping. So finally, I have here with me agriculture. Food is expensive. Men and brethren, food is expensive, but man must live. Even though man must not live by bread alone, but man has to eat. Yeah. Yes, I'm not a lover of food, but man must eat, right? So I think it's best for us to, it's just that how Lagos can be, there are no space for that as much. You have all your house tied already or plastered, so there's no space to plant, except you have to buy a bucket or a bowl where you do little planting here and there. For those who have the space, who are you know blessed with land in their area, I think it's best for you to start little vegetable planting and all of those things. Just start little vegetable planting, and then you can sell them to market people. Then you get your money. You can also do poultry farming, yeah, and rear chicken and all of those things. It will take you some time, but you got to enjoy the process. Then you can also do, if like December is fast approaching, you know how expensive or how double the price of chicken gets. So this feels like a good time to start rearing it just for December, in case you can continue it forever, right? It can be a seasonal thing. And then fishing, you can start fishing, and then you just pump the the fish pond. I mean, you put on your water pump and allow it to flush all the dirt and all of that. You just do that very early in the morning before setting out to work, or when you return in the evening. Give them their food before you leave and all of that. Then you can sell catfish to market women, or you can roast it. If you can't roast it, you can give it to people who roast, and you sell. You rebrand it in all those nylon or package them, and you sell to people at work. At least they will eat. So you sell to family people and all of that, and you make some extra money. Wow, I think I've said a whole lot here, and I'm praying that God, in His infinite mercy, we grant you favor, we grant you speed, we grant you increase in what you do, in whatever you lay your hand upon. I know that it is not easy. I know how hard it can be. I know it can be mentally draining, physically draining, sap you of your energy, sap you of your time. The little time you have to rest, you have to be thinking what to do and what not. But sitting down still, just thinking would get you nothing, and you don't want to continue to be a burden to people asking for urgent to cure all of that. That is why you need to look for more streams of income, especially as a believer, right? I'm sure you agree with me. So that is why I've put together this video, and I am very certain that it has blessed you if you listen up to this point. And I pray once again that God will bless the work of your hand, will bless the work of my hand, will increase you more and more, will bless your fruit, it will bless your labor, it will bless your full-time job, it will bless your side also. If you're a remote worker, if you're a tech bro or texas, whatever it is you're doing, they're going to bless you. Even if you're a full-time mom or full-time dad, at least you need one or two things to do as well to bring money home. It's not every time we'll be waiting for daddy to bring money, right? I'm sure that God will give you the wisdom to choose which is best. Any of these listed skills or business might not interest you, you can go online and search for more, and I'm sure that you'll get the one that will work for you. Thank you so much for staying till this time. I really do appreciate you. You have a place in my heart, and I'm sure I have a place in your heart too. Thank you so much. Please do well to subscribe, like, and share this video. Tell me what you learned, tell me what stood out for you, and tell me what you would like me to film in the next episode. Thank you for staying tuned, and do have a great time.